Welcome back, everybody, to the wonderful wide world of Pokemon. I'm here, Meelz. I'm here with Pafifi, the great, and we are officially back. It's time for our bi-yearly episode.
Hang
It's
on. Well, I just want to read a statement real quick.
okay.
Uh,
Please do.
I seriously believe the Teraleak could never be topped in Pokemon history. Then, in just 1 hour, the Teraleak 2 changed everything.
If someone told me that was like text from the actual game itself,
Yeah, yes, that's completely true. That's why it sounds so funny.
if someone said I didn't think it could be topped, but then
In,
if that was like a
in
line
just,
from
I
Pokemon.
love in just 1 hour is so funny because it's like, yeah, that's how long information takes to be posted to the internet. Like, what are you talking about? It's so funny. Not to drag this guy. It's just really funny.
No, it is what it is. Listen, we are here. Obviously, this is a great day to post this. I'm going to actually post this today, Pat. I don't know if you know this. This is
Beautiful,
going up
beautiful.
immediately after we do this.
Emergency
It's
pod.
emergency pod, as emergency as 2 pods a year could be.
Usually, the podcaster's problem is that this would have happened like we would have hit end on the recording and then this would have come out.
Yeah. I mean, that could have happened, bro.
Yeah,
Like, if
yeah.
any other situation, like, we were thinking of days where we want to do this. I was thinking
Mhm.
of days because the
We
game
almost did
comes
it
out on
last week.
yeah, the game comes out on Thursday. So I was like,
That's
damn,
so crazy.
that right? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, the game comes out on Thursday, so when the hell are we actually gonna do this? But I was like, you know what? It just is what it is at this point. But today ended up being a very, very good day. I
Yeah,
will
big
also.
morning. Did you watch Raw?
I did watch Raw in the morning.
Yeah, I love watching them in the morning, man. I love it.
I love. I loved watching the replay.
Mhm.
Today I woke up, and because it was 8 a.m. and I tried to catch it right when it started airing, I was no good to anybody. Legitimately, I woke up, my phone was by my bed. I grabbed my phone, I go to the Netflix app, put on Raw, and lie down next to my phone and
That's
listen
so
to Mike
awesome.
and listen to Michael Cole call Monday Night Raw. I'm listening to promos. It probably wasn't until an hour in I decided to actually start watching the show.
It was
Like,
a good
actually,
show.
it's a good show. Lots of stuff happened. Listen, for as early as it was, hell yeah, brother. Earlier for
It was
you.
great. I know. Yeah, I think I started watching it like 7 in the morning or something.
Jesus fucking Christ. Well, with that said, I also wanted to know, a very important note. We've been doing this podcast for 6 years.
That's so crazy.
This is the 35th episode.
Wow, happy anniversary. This is great.
There we go. Listen, since May 2019, whenever Detective Pikachu came out, that is really the where everything kind of turned, and then the pandemic happened, and then real life
Yeah.
happened, and then we kind of like it's
Stop playing the
weird.
games.
Yeah, it's like the second aging out. Like, imagine aging out of a game at like 30 something years old.
Yeah, I mean, it could have just as easily not happened if they did any number of things. I mean, we'll talk about it. Just some of this stuff is so frustrating.
Yeah, it just is what it is. But I feel like as time goes on, it's not us that's changing; it's the game that's changing.
Yeah,
Realistically, we would love the games to kind of be how it was, and not the copy what it was, but have the same feeling of what it was when it came out. Essentially, like, okay, massive threat trying to take over the world or the region or whatever the hell it is. There's Pokemon, new forms, new something along those lines. But somewhere along those lines, this game became incredibly Nabisco.
Yeah. And I mean, you can look at like any number of games coming out now that are massively successful and like don't feel like quote unquote like new games, if that makes sense. Like Silksong is really popular right now. It's like a Metroidvania game, and like it basically retains the basic mechanics of a game like that, except it has like small improvements, which is basically what Pokemon could have done if they were willing to
Right.
like put the energy into, oh well, if you're gonna make a graphical change, like actually do it. Don't just like make it look like a Nintendo 64 game. It's crazy. And
Yeah.
the budget thing you sent me was especially
Yeah.
like
I was like, there's no way this game costs that much.
yeah. like for it to be like, you know, I'm not saying that we need to put Black Ops money into
Right.
Pokemon. I don't think the renderings need to be like that, but it would be nice to like be like, oh, the most like successful, I mean, probably the most successful video game franchise or just straight up franchise like in existence in this area like is putting a little bit of oomph into development, and instead it's like, oh no, it's the laziest thing of all time.
The first comment under, so there was a post by Screen Time that says Pokemon Legends DA reportedly had a budget of 2 billion yen, which equates to $13 million United States, and
Which
it
is
compares
like
that
nothing.
right. It compares it to other games, which is Call of Duty, Black Ops, Cold War, 700 million, Cyberpunk 2077, 400 million, Spider-Man 2, 315 million, The Last of Us 2, 220 million. And the first comment under it says, at least on my Twitter, it says, "That's wild. Pokemon out here making indie films while everyone else is doing blockbusters."
Yes, I was literally just gonna say, like, that is a budget you would give to a film that, like, you hope would pick up a couple award nominations, and that's it. Not, like, the most popular thing in the world.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is one of the most... It's going to sell. It's going to be the last great selling game of probably Switch, probably the best selling game of Switch 2 thus far of the year by the end of the year. But it's going to look like crap and feel like crap.
And honestly, even like I've definitely said this before on this podcast, but you know, I only play a couple games a year, but the first I don't know about the first, the Monster Hunter that came out for Switch, I think for a bunch of stuff, but the Monster Hunter that came out during COVID, where it like put you and like 5 people who you want, like who you could team up with easily, your friends, online, and then like do these, you know, fights. Graphically it was better, like everything about it was better, and it's like this game came out and I didn't even believe it could run on the Switch, and then it, you know, was amazing, and it just really was like, it's, you know, it's essentially like the same philosophy that like a drug dealer would use.
Listen, I don't remember if you're a Digimon person or not.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I really like what I have seen, which is basically up through when they fight Myotismon in the real world.
Right.
So I think that's like basically the classic. Oh no, because after that is
they do the sequel. They do
Megas,
the sequel,
right?
Right, and then they
like,
do the other one for sure.
Yeah, I stopped watching when like the new one came out, but I saw the one with like Wargreymon and Piedmon and all those people.
Gotcha. I was going to ask if you were familiar at all with the new game that came out, Digimon Time Stranger. So this game, and the reason why I guess people are talking a lot about this game is, one, because it's really good. And then 2, it's because I guess it's so the proximity of it is to the Pokemon release of the game and kind of really showing you how far this game is compared to this. Now, this game is on the PS5. And probably Steam Deck and probably some other system I'm not familiar with.
On,
and definitely not going to end up on the Switch.
No. But yeah, it's on PS5, Xbox, and
the original Power Roll is not ending up on the Switch.
Yeah.
So, but it's been really, really good. Got a lot of really good reviews.
This is the 7th game in the story sub-series of Digimon games, which this is one of the first I'm hearing of this.
Yeah, so Digimon Time Stranger, it's this game that come out. It's a very complicated, well, not complicated for me because I don't really play games, but I've been watching it, and because I'm a fan of Digimon, and I think if you're a fan of Digimon, like this is the game, like this is the game to play. The story is great, the time it takes to beat, you know, all the other the evolutions you can get, all these kind of things, and it really kind of shows like how far an actual game. The idea essentially is like, yo, if Digimon can do this game, what the fuck is Pokemon doing? That's really what it is.
Exactly. And like, you're telling me that like we're gonna get the what's the when I'm probably finally gonna get a Switch 2 is for Dusk Bloods, the like Bloodborne fake sequel that's coming out. and I'm sure that like that game is probably going to run and look great, and it will run and look better than Pokemon will. And so, like, it just is crazy to me that they, like, it almost seems intentional that they do not have their AAA Nintendo-owned stuff as the stuff that is breaking ground on their own system.
Yeah. like why the...
Like, I can't think of a single, like, even, like, Tears of the Kingdom, which is like a very good game, and in my mind, kind of the game that everybody said the first one was.
Right.
But it's still like, it's not doing anything like technologically crazy. And then even like, I don't know, going back to GameCube, it's like, when Resident Evil 4 came out on GameCube first, and like that was not a AAA Nintendo property. It was a AAA property, but not one of theirs. And that game by itself had a massive impact on the third-person over-the-shoulder, shooter genre for like the next, like, because then Gears of War came out a few years after that, and it was vastly different than what was happening with Halo. So like these, like Nintendo's releases can have these impacts, but they don't do it with their own properties.
Yeah, it's weird. It really, really is weird. And Pokemon Legends EA, I mean, it is, I guess, the sequel in a sense. I guess the follow-up, or I would say more the follow-up, I guess, to Pokemon Legends Arceus, which I played and did enjoy to an extent.
Yeah, I liked it. I didn't beat it, but I did like it.
I liked it. I liked how different it was. I liked the idea of the game. I like what they kind of did. It kind of lives in its own silo, which is really my problem with Pokemon games these days, is that none of the games are really connected. So it's like, I had this big premonition a number of years ago, and this is probably why like episodes of Slow Down for this and just general conversation for it. None of the games really bleed into each other. None of the new features in each game you can really use again.
They're almost it feels like a fuck you.
Yeah, I was just talking with Loki, a former host of this podcast, about we were talking about the leaks and Sword and Shield, and you talked about I just brought up the name Eternatus. You remember Eternatus, the big evil thing, and it's like, you know what's crazy? That Pokemon does not work outside of that game at all.
Yeah,
it's a Pokemon,
not at all.
But it doesn't work outside of that game at all. Like, there's no way that it could be involved in any game moving forward unless it is specifically about Gigantamaxing or Dynamaxing.
And it's like the Ultra Beasts were like that too.
Yeah, Ultra Beast, Terastallizing, or whatever the hell it is that I hated. I actually rarely ever used when I played through Scarlet and Violet. I like really rarely used it because it was not necessary, and I knew I wouldn't be able to do it again. Now, Pokemon has now since then created a platform. We talked about it on the last episode that we did. I think they have a new game called Pokemon Champions, where essentially the metagame, the battle system, you can kind of rent Pokemon, bring in your own Pokemon, all your Megas, all your Terastallizing, all your Gigantamax, and that's going to be used for battles in the future, I'm assuming, at all their little tournaments, and et cetera, et cetera. So it really now the battling part of the main series games have kind of been lost. So now they're making this kind of original battles, and that leads into kind of like Pokemon Legends EA, which, all right, where do I even start with this game? I'll start with, I'm probably not going to get the game.
I don't think I will either. Again, I didn't beat Arceus.
Yeah, but
it's not even. I liked. I just have no. I'm almost done. At long last, I had to restart since the last time we talked, but I'm almost done with that Pokemon Unbound ROM.
How's that been going? I actually meant to ask you about that.
It's incredible. I mean, it's probably it's. I'm not kidding. It's like is the only thing as good as the original Gold and Silver and Red and Blue. Like, it is really that good.
what it could be. I say that I'm probably not going to get this game. It is on the Switch, and I still have the Switch.
Yeah.
I just earlier this year I plugged it out for like the first time in years. I was like, all right, this is probably like actually contributing to a light bill that I don't want to do. So I used to have my Switch plugged in all the time, and just like whenever I was ready to do it, grab it, it's fully charged, etc., etc. But then I was like, let me just plug it out because I'm not really using it all. It is available for the Switch. It's also available for the Switch 2. They make note to also say that, like, listen, for higher, better gameplay, it's going to be on the Switch 2. If you want to do on the Switch 1, they essentially it's everything without saying at your own risk. Play it on the Switch 1.
I haven't played the Switch 2. Have you?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I mean, again, I really like. I'm not in a rush to get one. I'm using mine for the first my regular Switch for the first time in years right now, playing Silk Song, and that, I mean, just like while I mentioned that, I know Hades 2 just came out also. Which I think Hades 2 cost $30 and Silk Song cost $20. And these are sequels. These are long awaited sequels to Game of the Year games, and they are made by smaller companies, and they cost $20 and $30. Meanwhile, you're getting hit up for what, $70 for
Legends EA $70, and
which,
then
look,
that's not even the craziest part, Pat. That's not the craziest part. They introduced the DLC. That's the sickest part, is introducing the DLC before the game is even coming out.
That is it's so scummy. It's so it's so like, oh, just give us $100 right now. Give us $100 and you want to do it later, but you also won't be playing this game, and so we won't have to do upkeep on it.
Right. And I'm like, wait, when has they ever, DLC with Pokemon used to be, when it officially came out with Sword and Shield, it was like, oh my god, DLC with Pokemon. The possibilities. And then it was really just like everyone got mad because they were like, okay, you're making us paid for Pokemon to use in the game. And then it was like new legends, new region, but the region is not really canon because you won't remember it because it's in DLC. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's so
the Isle of Armor, like no one's gonna fucking remember
nothing
that.
About it doesn't feel like they like us.
No, not at all. So Pokemon Legends EA at its hefty price of $70. Well, I will say this. I mean, just kind of going back to what I said. The reason I'm not getting this game because I'm very easily. You give me a great story, you give me a great trailer, you give me anything, I'll at least tap in, I'll at least dabble. Nothing about this game has looked even remotely interesting to me in terms of like, I need to have this game. It takes place in Kalos, which could have been interesting considering the lore of Kalos and everything that has happened in the Kalos region with Pokemon X and Y, Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, everything that was hinted at with the giant war and the machine and, AZ and all this other stuff like that. Instead, the game takes place in one city, Lumio City, with a redevelop. Again, this is the most like, come on, I'm like flaccid. A redevelopment plan going through the city.
Like one, like you're only in one city, and two, the city's being gentrified, I guess.
They're redeveloping the city so Pokemon and humans could actually live amongst each other in the same environment.
I forgot that Pokemon and humans hadn't been living amongst each other in the same environment for the last 30 years in real life, and within the game, hundreds of years. It's so stupid, man.
So there is a story that you're recruited by Team MZ, which is a group of you, the other version of you. If you're a boy, then they're a girl. If you're a girl, then they're a boy. A girl who's a dancer and a guy who's a fashion model, which again, it's like, come on, man. It just is what it is. You recruited them to.
You also, by the way, that the guy who's the fashion model, that is also going to be used to sell stuff in DLC.
Oh, absolutely. Or they'll come up with for the Scarlet and Violet DLC, they introduce new characters, new kind of annoying characters. But either again, like none of these characters stick. Like none of these people stick. Like we'll talk about the leaks in a bit. I even have a problem with the professor in the leaks. I was like, what? A hotel? Like, why doesn't he have a lab? Like, what happened to Labs? Did
He's
something happen with Labs?
he's a professor that you call on an app, so he doesn't have a real lab, and they sell that as a good thing.
So you're recruited by TMZ, the evil people in the game, or the Rust Syndicate, threatening the world of Lumiose, and you're trying to figure out why Mega Pokemon are Mega evolving on their own and going rogue, as if you know.
I mean, people would want to figure that out if it were happening.
Yeah,
It seems a
but I
little
also
convenient for the plot of the game, but
yeah,
people would want to know.
but I also be like, you know what, Pokemon, if they live in the city with us, they should have the agency to Mega evolve when they want
Yeah,
to.
what? Yeah, figure it out. Figure it out, urban redevelopers.
So I'm just like, wait, why can't they just Mega evolve when they want to? I mean, I guess it's dangerous, but they're also living in the city with us, so it's like we can't be that bad.
Yeah, what if they were allowed out of the city? Not in this
Yeah.
game, bitch.
And you're not involved out the
Yeah,
city either. You're trapped in here as well.
yeah.
So new gameplay experience with battling. So this is actually a new experience because they used to be turn-based battling, which was fine. I mean, it was monotonous for a while. Like, you know, you got the gist of it. At some point, they made it incredibly easier. They started telling us what was super effective, what was ultra effective, what was not very effective. Like telling us before we actually found out the typing. Like back in the day, you used to have to know the typing. And
shit, there's some I still can't keep straight.
Yeah, I mean, fairy. It's just
yeah.
what hurts it.
And honestly, dark I'm not good on either.
Dark is what's super effective against dark is bug, and is anything else fairy? And
I think it is fairy, yeah, which is a bullshit type that they invented later, and they didn't get rid of normal.
Yeah, because they had to balance the game because dragons are still too strong.
Yeah.
But back in the day, you had to know the typings. You had to know that water will beat fire.
Mm-hmm.
But in these games, it is very clear to you. Yeah, they just tell you. It's like, hey, you got that water move? It's going to be super effective against this guy, buddy. Knock yourself out. But that is not with this. I mean, it is with this game as well. They have moved on from turn-based battling to essentially this real-time movement during battles where your Pokemon will be able to dodge in real time, move in real time, shoot water guns at real time. The moves will have to build back up again in terms of like there's a time where you can use this move and then it'll take some time before it actually builds up before you can use it again. I'm assuming depending on the strength of the move, I'm assuming you're not going to be able to launch like 4 hyper beams in a row, but you can.
Now, this does make sense. Like this does make sense in terms of this is how a quote unquote real fight would go. This is how the show has always portrayed battling. Now after 30 years, was it necessary to move away from turn-based and quote unquote make it make sense? Probably not at this point. No,
not really. I mean, especially in this game. I'm assuming they're testing it for this game so they can see if they want to bring it to Gen 10 or not. Because it's like when like a random iPhone feature will be tested on this, and then they're like, all right, let's bring it over to the next one. But it's an interesting concept. I mean, it does. I'm assuming it makes the game feel different. I mean, that's at least one benefit of it. I mean, this game is going to feel different than any other Pokemon game before it. But also they've begun taking away moves as well because we have too many moves in the game.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what the move pool was, because that was the thing with Arceus as well. Arceus was like, wait, y'all took away how many moves?
They're also nerfing the move pool so they don't have to render more animations.
Oh yeah, so that's another one as well. I don't think abilities are a thing in this game, which, I mean, the advent of adding abilities to the game really changed it all.
It's kind of clear that they are making, like, these games are like not for harder core players.
Nah, they're not for battling. Battling is a feature. It is.
But even if you want to, like, I don't really do PvP at all, and I never have. But if I'm catching a certain Pokemon in the game to use in the game, I still want it to have, whatever ability, or I want it to
But
be
yeah,
this guy.
PvP in this game is absolutely non-existent because not only are you not playing against people, you are playing with people.
Mhm,
you
mhm.
you are instead so the battle mechanics of this game. I mean, one of the first ones is that when the sun goes down, Lumio City turns into this like battled, fight club, you know, battle scene where all the trainers are out after dark and they're out, they'll battle you or they'll jump you or whatever the fuck it is or something along those lines. So that's part of it. There is the ZA
Sounds normal and totally in line with the rest of the stuff going on.
as opposed to the day when everyone else is working and has jobs and and building their OFs or
This
whatever the
is
hell
like
it is.
this is like the Judge Dredd city.
I bet it only happens in Lumios. I bet everyone else was like, "What the fuck are they doing over there?"
Yeah, let me go to one of the other places.
Let's go back to Little Root or whatever the fuck it was that's starting in this damn game.
Little Root sounds right.
Nah, I think Little Root was Johto. I forgot what Kalos was. I forgot most. But here's the thing: I was so excited about a Kalos thing because I was just like, okay, I didn't really like X and Y. I thought it was kind of meh compared to previous games before it. But
Mhm.
because I'm a really big fan of Black and White, so moving to Galar, I was like, what are they doing here?
Yeah,
Like,
I honestly just feel like I have liked them. I mean, I know there are some that are better than others, but I feel like I have just tended to I like them less as
yeah,
time went
as
on.
as time went on,
Although I do know that I really did not like the Ruby Sapphire was a big fall off, I think.
yeah, I
Uh
agree. I
yeah.
agree. Which will be in our news point coming up soon. But yeah, these towns. I mean, there's more towns in Kalos, but God, if I can remember these towns, you could remember the 8 towns in the first game. You
I
might
can do them
be
right
able to
now.
squeak. Yeah, you might be able to even squeak out the towns in the second game. Probably not all of
Mhm.
them. From there on out, I'm like, where the fuck were we? I was in
Oh
which
yeah,
town?
the professor names, I don't remember them. Gym leaders are all the same after the third game.
Shalor City? I don't remember.
I don't know where
Anastar
that is.
City? No. Snowbell City? That must be where the
I feel
snow
like that's
is.
in an older game.
It's in Kalos.
Okay. Damn
It
it.
is. It is. These are Kuramine City, Marine City, an exclusive resort area made popular thanks to its clear skies and mild atmosphere. I don't remember
That
that.
is how it goes.
Yeah. So, there's also the ZA Royale, which I guess it's the battle tower thing. You can move up from rank Z to A, and it will. You can spend time playing this part of the game as opposed to other part of the games.
Mhm.
Held items are back, so that's always cool. So you can use held items, whichever items
Held
they have.
items
But
but no abilities.
yeah, uh, uh, we're back in the year 2000 with that one.
Yeah.
Um, but the most notable part of this game, and quite honestly, the reason why we haven't done an episode in like 6 months, I was like, where are the megas? Where are the
Well, there's a
megas?
lot of them.
There's quite a bit. There's actually maybe more than we bit off. I don't know. Have you seen the photo of all the megas?
I haven't seen all of them in one.
Okay, I'm going to send you a link, the same link that
Okay.
I'm looking at. I'm going to send it to you on your phone. I'm going to send you the same link that I'm looking at, so we can both look at the same thing.
Okay.
Kind of.
Got it up right now.
So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's
Jesus.
21. That's 26. 26 new megas in the game compared to the other megas that we talked about 6 years ago when we did this podcast.
Yeah.
Go back to the episode. The 2019 episode still aged very well. Us talking about the original games, they age incredibly well.
Probably right about a bunch of future stuff too.
Were we right about Megastar Me?
No one could have predicted that. I mean,
So-
Megastar Me is from the second Suicide Squad movie.
I want us to do this exercise. We're gonna go through all these new megas, including the leak ones. By the time this
Okay.
comes out, don't worry, and we're just gonna rate them out of 10.
Yeah.
Just Mega Clefable is the first one. The picture isn't the best picture.
We
but
got like
it's-
a render of it.
Yeah, but it's a fairy. It's a
Yeah.
fairy. Out of 10, I'm gonna have you rate him out of 10 because I feel like you would be way more
All
honest with
right,
this than
this
me.
one is a 4.
4. Damn. It's got
Yeah,
wings now.
it's got wings. It looks cool, but also it looks like my man, the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Which could
Exact
be a
same
Pokemon.
silhouette. Totally,
No,
totally.
it absolutely could be. Mega Victory Bell.
Um,
It jumps around instead of actually and like spits up fucking acid and shit.
this is a this is a 5 and this is a 5 out of 10.
Okay. Just could have
At
been
least
better.
we're still on. We're gonna get like by the end of it, we're gonna get into Pokemon that like don't need megas because no one cares about them.
Yeah,
But at
yeah,
least right now,
absolutely.
we're still on like Pokemon that people like, whether the megas are
Yeah,
good or
well,
not.
Pokemon that people know, the first
Yeah,
gen. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And the
yeah.
second gen eventually. Megastar me. Point of
Um,
contention.
it's hard to say, you know.
The parts I dislike about it is the part that I find funny about it, which makes me
Yeah,
actually kind of like it a little bit more.
like I think it's awful, and like I think it's really funny that they were just like, what if he was like a big guy? Uh, I don't know. I say, I mean, I'm gonna
It's a
say,
star me. It's a star me that runs around.
yeah. And I mean, you know what?
It's
It's
like a
the
Party
most.
City star
It's the
me.
most iconic out of all the new megas within an hour.
Yeah,
I say 9 out of 10 for
there we
Megastar
go.
Meat.
There we go. I fully agree with you. Mega Dragonite. This was the mega that made me like, all right, we're not doing a new episode. We can close down shop here.
I gotta say, they did him dirty. He really deserved better than this.
Absolutely. Like, why didn't we
Um,
decide? Okay, we're gonna make him a little bit Dragonary.
yeah, like they could have made him way more. They should have gone like Skull Greymon route with this. This is a 3 out of 10. I hate, and it's like it's just so bad at what they did to him.
Sidebar: do you feel like Pokemon designers scoff at Digimon designers?
They maybe, but at this point they shouldn't.
Like, the running gag with Digimon is eventually everything evolves into something with a gun.
Yeah,
And
which I'm glad
like,
that hasn't happened in Pokemon, but like
no,
some other really stupid things have.
yeah. Speaking of stupid, Mega Meganium, we're here.
They didn't do anything. This is one of the ones where they didn't do enough. Like more flowers, like make it look at least more like Venusaur or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is a 4.
This is a 4. I agree. Mega for alligator. I'll say this:
Um,
the picture Loki doesn't do it justice. I kind of
I,
was sold on it.
I'm gonna go with a 7 on Mega
Okay,
Feraligatr. I think he
I
looks
agree.
cool.
I think he looks cool. The picture doesn't do it justice. The movement of it, when you see
Yeah,
his giant head snap down with his arms, I was like, okay,
yeah, that's very
y'all did
cool.
something. Y'all did something with that.
Yeah,
Mega Embor was,
I
first
like
of all,
him too. I like
I
him
didn't like
too.
I didn't like original Embor though.
I do too. Oh, yeah, yeah, but I think this one's better.
Okay, fair enough. Could have been
Uh,
standard Embor,
yeah,
in my opinion.
easily. Yeah. Another 7.
Now there's 7. All right, Mega Frostlass.
This one's
Mm,
a miss. This one's a swing and a miss on Mega Frostlass. It looks like one of the ones that like like it was made for the raids. Like
yeah,
they were like, and those a lot of them look dumb. This one just
yeah.
like is like I don't know 3.
If this,
They didn't do a good job with this one.
if this was Gigantamax Frostlass,
Yeah,
I
exactly,
would have seen it. I
exactly.
was like, okay, it looks like Gigantamax Frostlass. Yeah, I'll just put a Mega in front of it.
Yeah,
Mega Skarmory.
this is a
Uh,
tricky one. Um,
it has
it's
the feet talons are massive now.
yeah. I like that they changed the color. Um, I mean, they really gave him some big honking feet, man.
Yeah,
Let's. You know what? It's they have made it so hard to remember stuff. Uh, that when stuff is memorable, uh, gotta give him the 8.
gotta give him an A. You know what? Fair. And he's gold.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. He looks shiny.
Mega Excadrill. They really went all in on like. Remember this drill Pokemon?
Yeah. Oh
It's
yeah, I
even
remember
more
Excadrill.
drill.
Yeah. I mean,
It's got bigger
he looks like
drills.
a Digimon.
Yeah, it looks like it just attached. Like you got attachments to it,
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
upgrades to standard Excadrill.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Speaking of, that's exactly what Mega Scolipede looks like.
Oh yeah,
Like
same
that's
same
Scolipede, man.
same family, same
That's
family.
him. Yeah.
What do you rate Excadrill and
Oh,
Scolipede?
I do appreciate just like accessorizing. I think that would like I think that probably should have happened more in Pokemon. Like even if like before regional forms, like
Hmm.
in this world, Farfetch doesn't have a read in this world. He has a fucking dart gun or
Sword, yeah.
something. Yeah, like that would have been so sick. Um, but if only. So I'll give Mega Escadrille a 6, and Mega Scolipede is getting a 2 because it's Scolipede. It's the same
Yeah,
thing.
it's the same thing. Like Scolpide's not really crazy. Mega
Yeah,
Scrafty. Scrafty is my favorite Pokemon, but I
I
also
like
felt like they could have.
Scrafty
I felt like they could have done more with this.
totally, but they did kind of make him like, what is this gimmick?
It's like
I really don't. I don't like. It looks funny. I don't hate it, but I don't know what it's supposed to be.
they should have just gave him a Bape hoodie
That
and
would
put
have
him
been
on
so
him.
sick. That would have been
They would.
so fucking sick.
I'm
Yeah. You
thinking
know what?
this.
You know what this is, Meelz? This is Hood by Air Scrafty.
This is 100% Hood by Air Scrafty. I fucking fully agree with you.
Shout out to everyone who remembers. Oh, geez, no, that was even years before the first episode of this podcast. Holy shit!
Oh yeah, for sure.
God damn.
It goes a while back.
Yeah.
We're dating ourselves by
Uh,
Hood by Air.
yeah.
Um,
Hood by Air Scrafty. But in that regard, he's getting an 8. Also, his expression is priceless as always.
yeah, as always. Mega Electros. I'm not really even sure what's really going on here.
Yeah, this is another one we got to score it low because no one cared about this Pokemon to begin with.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
It was notable because it was electric type that had levitate, but also no one
mhm.
cared about it. So it's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
It's in like a whole family of like fish that no one uses or cares about.
Yeah. It just is what it is.
Yeah,
So yeah,
so
Mega
3 for
Electros,
him.
Mega
Uh,
Chandelure.
did anything change?
It got more Chandelures.
Okay, yeah, for sure. All right, that's getting a 2. That's a 2.
Okay. All right. So now we have the megas for the 3 starters in the game.
Yeah.
Which was we were very like, because in the last Arceus game, it was like, oh my god, the starters had new evolutions.
Mm-hmm.
So it
Mm-hmm.
was like Hisuian Typhlosion,
Yeah,
Hisuian things.
and that
So
was
we're like,
cool.
yeah, so we were like, okay, Kalosian, come on, we about to get some Kalosian.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
not a. They're the same fucking
yeah.
line, unfortunately.
And I would say, I mean, these 3 all in a row, like they didn't change much.
No, not at all. So Mega
Like,
Chestnut has a crown
yeah,
and some other stuff
Delphox
going
has
on.
what, like more sticks?
No, it's more wizardry and it
Okay. Well,
rides a
honestly,
broom.
if you told me that's Delphox, I would have just said yes, it is.
It's more wizardy, but like no one ever wanted the fire type as a wizard. So it's
Yeah,
kind of it
yeah.
just is it's Delphox will always just kind of like not be a
And these
cool.
really humanoid starters are not it, man.
Nah. Mega Greninja, I mean, as someone who played the original, I don't know if you remember this, Pat. When they were releasing X and Y, they originally released a beta to the game. And this is something Pokemon did for the first time and never did again
Yeah, I don't
because
remember this at all.
they data mined the shit out of the beta and found out all
Oh,
the
yes.
Pokemon
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
and all this other stuff like that. But in the beta, it was Mega Greninja. It was Ash Greninja, which was the original Mega Greninja.
Mm-hmm.
And Greninja was the only thing to really get like a mega kind of thing, you know? But since then, Ash Greninja has been retconned, like, which upsets me because it had the best ability ever. It was, um, Ash Greninja, and it was in the show. It was like this weird synergy with the show and the game that you know you can't even really see anymore. But they completely retconned it. Now there's Mega Greninja, which is like it's okay, I guess. It is what it is. Let me see. Let's go. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's on his giant shuriken, and it's
Yeah.
upside down, and it can ride it. So it is what it
Yeah, I
is.
mean that is cool. But these are all uninspired. These are all 3.
Yeah. So all right. So we'll speed around the rest because
Yeah.
honestly, most people don't give a shit about these.
I will say,
Except one.
actually, I'm a Pyroar fan.
Ooh. Okay.
This is another one identical 3.
Yeah. It's not that different.
And I'll say the same for the next 2. Honestly, these aren't Pokemon that people care about. Hawlucha people do care about, but they just gave him
Hawlucha was
like
great.
Yeah, but they need to give him they should have given him this isn't even like when Penta has a different outfit. Like they needed to give him. They need to do more for him.
They did. Did you see, Pat? They actually did a thing. I don't know if you're familiar with CMLL.
Yeah.
The wrestling organization. They had a whole Pokemon event surrounded around the release of Mega Hawlucha, and there's
so
like
sick.
wrestlers dressed up as Pokemon throughout the entire show, and facing off. The ring was Pokemoned out, the stage was Pokemoned out, and it was like a legit real event that happened.
That's
all
so
surrounding
awesome.
around Mega Hawlucha because Mega. So I'm in debt to Mega Hawlucha just for
Yeah,
that.
no, that is
So,
sick. That is awesome.
Mega Floette. Okay.
Floette sucks. We all know it.
Yeah, it's not. It's really a
these are
point.
these two just dud Pokemon right here. Floette and
Barbarcle.
Yeah, whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah, nobody uses these guys.
If you told me Barbarcle was like an anime villain, I would have believed you.
Yeah, he looks like he's a Powerpuff character.
There you go. You know what? Even better. So shout out to that. Mega Zygarde. I don't know if Zygarde really needed a Mega, but I also don't think it needed one to look like that.
Yeah, exactly. What's he throwing there? He's throwing an oil tanker or something.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah.
It's a giant thing. Mega Drampa. Drampa is still relatively new. It's also one of the unfortunately normal and dragon is its typing, which is not good at all.
Yeah, it makes it horrible against dragons.
It makes horrible against dragons, horrible against fighting, horrible against things that matter.
Design's fine though. 6 out of 10. I like the Drampa design in general. He's not a great Pokemon to use.
Mega Phalanx. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, he looks like a Digimon.
Yeah, I see it. So those are all the megas for the standard game thus far, and you're gonna find in when you purchase on Thursday. But of course, there's more
because they data mine that.
Yeah, I mean they did. Okay. They did already. So I'm about to let you know. So the Mega Dimension DLC is available. Apparently Hoopla, which has nothing to do with Gen fucking 5, by the way, or is it? Let me see. What's Hoopla's? When did Hoopla show up? I could be wrong. I could be OD wrong. Hoopla is generation. It is 6. Generation 6, so it actually is in fucking really X and Y.
In Unbound.
Yeah, actually it is this generation. Fuck me. All right, whatever. So Hoopla takes you through multiple dimensions where you find new Mega Pokemon. And the first one they revealed is Raichu X and Raichu Y.
Oh yeah, people hated these.
I also kind of hate them.
Let me see.
I feel there's so many versions of Pikachu and so many already ultimately another version of Raichu. There's a low one Raichu, which is actually pretty cool. It surfs on its tail. Mega.
These are both really bad.
Yeah, I don't know if we needed 2.
Yeah. Honestly, there's too much shit like that in like the whole series. Like there's 2 versions of it. Well, we don't even want one.
Right. So here's the new the other Mega Pokemon that will be revealed when you get to Mega Dimension. And let me know, stop me if none of these Pokemon ring a bell to you. Chimecho,
I
each.
know
I don't.
Chimecho. I don't like it. Not a good Pokemon.
Yeah, don't even think it needs a mega.
I didn't even honestly. I've been pronouncing it like a sauce until just now. Like I kind of just called it chimichurri. So no one cares if there's a mega for Chimecho.
Absol Z. There's already an Absol
Uh,
Mega, by the way, but this is
yeah,
Absol
no.
Z.
See, this is where it's like, oh, we are just taking the thing everyone loves and making it more like
Yeah,
into more shit.
Staraptor, which Staraptor is a staple in.
Yeah, I've been using Staraptor in like most games, I would say.
So
But
it'll be
I
interesting to see
always
where it
like
ends up.
that like the Pidgeotto Pidgeot like combo.
Hmm.
I usually like that Pokemon. I also like Toucanon a lot.
I love it. I love it as well. Garchomp Z. Um,
Garchomp already has too much going
it
on.
it already has some. This is one of the also has a mega kind of
Yeah,
thing.
like because I'm using my starter. I got the Garchomp first as my starter in Unbound, and Garchomp is really good, but also like honestly, man, I just don't love Dragon that much. Like I just can't use it reliably
It
in
you'll
a good
be
way.
waiting all game for it to evolve.
Yeah,
You just
and
will.
especially like, can you hear that? Sorry,
I can. Shout to that. Shout to
it's Matilda.
there we go. Matilda.
Matilda, you want to get out of here? Okay, yeah.
Doesn't really like Garchomp Z, unfortunately.
No.
Um Maybe Matilda will like Lucario Z.
She's gone now, but I'm into it. But again, this is
Okay.
somebody else who this is Lucario is like even Lucario is like one of the most like, oh, you just made like a cool fox guy and like ran with it. Like that was I feel
We're
like when Lucario got popular was like a very distinct like line in the sand for this franchise.
we're convinced that it was made with the idea of well, not Pokemon Smash, Super Smash Brothers in mind, and that remember that Pokemon fighting game that came out?
Yeah, yeah.
So we're convinced that it was actually made for that purpose.
Totally,
Um,
totally. But here's the thing. Mewtwo was good because like there was really only one Pokemon like that.
yeah, but then they made Mewtwo. Mewtwo has two Mega forms,
Yeah,
and you
that's
can't
not good
really use
either.
them. You can't really use either of them because they were like really super powered. Like it's Mewtwo is already ridiculous, so the fact it has a Mega form in general is kind of like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
Golden Frieza top
Exactly.
max. Um, the next ones are, and I'll run through these quickly. Golurk, who I like. Meowstick, who you may or may not remember.
Yeah, I do.
Crabdominal, remember the fighting crab?
I actually like him.
Great design. I hope it punches more, maybe more arms. Um, Golisopod. Not sure if you remember this. This is a Alolan Pokemon.
Yes, I know him.
Um,
He is actually not bad. He's like a big
no,
red wheel.
no.
Who am I thinking of?
You're thinking of the thing before Scolipede.
Yeah, I am. Oh, I this guy's this is another Digimon, but I don't dislike him.
This could have been a villain in Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, 100%.
In that last Chimera Ant arc.
Yeah.
Um, then we have Magarnia. She's a mythical or a legendary or something in one of the later games
Oh
that
yeah. This is a thumbs down from me.
yeah, I don't know. Things don't really need megas, but it is. Skull Villain, which I don't remember at all.
Yes.
The Skull
Go.
Villain. Oh, it's the pepper thing from Scarlet and Violet. So yeah,
Wow. I don't remember this at all.
this is from Scarlet and Violet. Glimora. Can't really Glimora. Oh no, I do not remember this at all. I did not play this far into the game. Unfortunately, I've reached that part of my life where
Yeah.
I don't know the Pokemon anymore. Unfortunately, um,
Which honestly, it takes us a while to get there.
yeah, us for sure. Tatsugiri, I remember Tatsugiri. because it felt more Chinese in a
Oh
Japanese game.
yeah, yeah.
Um, and Baxcalibur, which I don't remember either. Who is
Is that one of the
Baxcalibur?
swords?
Baxcalibur. No, it is an ice dragon.
Oh, I mean, this guy's cool. I don't remember him though.
Yeah, I don't remember. He's from Scarlet and Violet, I'm assuming. Uh, yeah, he sure is. So evolves at level 54 is when he reaches his final form. I'm
Oh
like,
yes,
never in
there's
my
no way.
life.
There's no
Yeah,
way I ever
never.
saw this guy.
Yeah, I would. I hope I can catch you at level 40.
Exactly, exactly.
So that, and then there's also three more, which may be events. So Zera Aura, which was like that tiger electric
Yeah, it like
legendary.
has like big hands.
Yeah. Heatran, which was in Generation 4. It was the magma
Yeah,
thing. And Darkrai,
that
which
makes sense.
I just fear they're just gonna give it longer legs. I really do. Um
That
so it
would be
is what it
so funny.
is. So I mean that's really the appeal for this.
I at least do like Darkrai.
I do as well. I think we should move over to the leagues. We spent way too long on this
Yeah,
game
let's
that
do it. Yeah,
I don't actually care about,
yeah.
or will not actually buy. But buy it and let us know if you like it. If you don't, whatever. So the leaks. So the Terra leaks that made the initial Terra leaks completely
Blew them out of the water.
in an hour. Um, in just 1 hour, Terra Leaks 2 has made Terra Leaks 1 completely, you know,
Obsolete.
obsolete. So let's talk about Terra Leaks really, really quickly. Well, not really quickly, but like, let's get to it. The biggest one is well, there's a number of big ones. So it's a lot of development for previous games, especially the last number of games. So it's like they show the development of essentially Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield. They give you there's nothing that makes me feel better, especially someone who works in like branding and stuff, of seeing a PDF slideshow of the pitches for the game.
I know.
With the with the artwork, I was like, oh my god! I was flipping through it. I was like, okay, these look nice. These look. I'm trying
Everybody
to.
has to do this stupid shit.
I'm trying to figure out if I was like Masuda, and I'm going through these drawings and the things. I was like, okay, you know.
The stuff that made me laugh the hardest was the Dodrios pulling the tank that also had like massive like monster truck wheels on it. I was like, why the fuck do they need to pull it?
But here's the thing. All right, so most of the stuff never actually make the game, and
Yeah,
everything ends up being way more like filtered through kid things because the original Team Star in Scarlet and Violet, I was like, okay, these guys look actually cool. What the fuck happened to these guys? Like, they end up just being like kids and like weird adults. Like, you don't really want to be an adult in a kid game. Like, it's you especially an evil adult in a kid game. I was like, all right, bro, come on now. You ain't got nothing better to do. There is originally, I don't actually believe this. I believe this is super beta. It says Pokemon Legends EA originally had a shooter like gameplay, which is
yeah. Get out of
this,
town.
yeah, first person. I was like, they would never do this, like never in life. This had to be super beta. Like we're holding it for now until we figure out the actual stuff.
Even like the type of game is too PG-13 for Pokemon.
Yeah. Originally, Pokemon Legends EA had a new Pokemon ride system where you could jump from building to building with Lucario. I was like, okay.
How many like? I mean, I guess this one has to be different because of the like city gimmick, but like, I've also have not loved over the years the different like. Here's how you surf. Here's how you use strength. Here, like, just make
Yeah,
it something.
absolutely. Did you see there was definitely part of the leaks where they said that the entire city of Lumio City is just one flat model, and it's
Yeah.
so
like,
it would
what?
load faster. So you just load it the first time, and it just loads faster, and it's all one model, and that is why all the buildings you can clearly see this is a $13 million game.
Yeah.
Um,
Come
but
on, guys.
there's actually cheaper games that are actually better than this. Um, Gen 10 info though, and
Wind
the
and waves.
Wind and Wave.
The theme, guys, I hope you're ready, is infinity.
Are you Wind or are you Wave?
Um,
That is the question, really. Are you Wind or are you Wave?
um,
Knowing
fuck.
nothing about this game thus far, are you Wind or are you Wave?
I'm saying wave.
Wave is. I feel like most people, the cool people, will pick Wave for sure. Wind feels very. Yeah, I don't know if I feel comfortable with Wind.
I know. It's a little
But
yikes.
but Wind and Wave. It says the machine translation. The theme is infinity. The world has endured since ancient times and will continue in the future. Past generations entrusted something into the future. We now receive something and live on, entrusting it to the next generation.
Yep, that's how
Driven by
life works.
driven by that unseen force, people are propelled forward. People, nature, and Pokemon are connected. Isn't that always the theme?
Mm-hmm.
Except nature. Nature is a new one in this bitch.
Even though,
What kind of?
isn't that the same thing as Pokemon? Nature?
I guess so. Um, I'm almost sure the villain in this game will be someone that's trying to enact climate change.
Yeah.
What kind of world can we leave for the next generation? Is this the world that we did? The wind and waves of time, storms and whirlpool. All right, this is again. I don't really want to talk about more about it. Yeah, but
it would be really funny if this. Oh, I guess it's machine translation. It was really funny if Teraleaks wrote this himself.
It would be crazy. So the setting of it is Indonesia and Southeast Asia. So that should be
that's cool.
Apparently, yeah, super jungly. You know what I'm saying? Lots of jungles. I'm sure legendary Pokemon will be jungly as well.
Yeah.
Let me see. New battle mechanic for winds and waves is Tenkowaza, which could be translated to weather moves. So I'm assuming your moves will be determined by what weather it is.
Which, it's gonna be so funny for one of the first battle mechanics they ever introduced to take this long to have a bigger effect. Because they've had weather effects, I feel like, since
Gen 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ruby Sapphire.
Yeah, it's with Kecleon. Kecleon's a whole thing in this thing. There appears to be a new mechanic, special type of Pokemon in Gen 10 called Seed Pokemon. It is a baby Pokemon of the Seed species that can be found in resort areas. Seed Pokemon equals unevolved form. It is a rare sight in this land, and no one has ever seen its evolved form. When it travels to the island where the main legendary resides, it begins to evolve. Its evolved appearance is said to have infinite variations. If you were not key of infinite being the theme, so we'll see. Pokemon Wind and Waves characters, Windy or Wavy. I'm assuming would be the name.
That would be great.
It's lives in a big city kid. Their mother wins a trip to the lottery and they're taken on vacation. Also, I just want to preface this by all of this could be not included in the game.
Yeah.
Because these seems very early standard. We have an idea for some cool shit to happen, but then by the time it reaches the end of the game, it's like he moved here with his mom and
just
they
have
both
him walk out the door.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck.
There's a baby, there's a friend, there's a hotel chairman.
So cool.
Gotta love hotels. We love hotels. There's an heir, that's the chairman's child. There's a land development team, which is I guess the evil team. But
at least they're going for it with that.
But here's the thing though, is land development really evil? We used to have evil things.
Yeah, this is also
evil,
I don't.
It's evil by perspective.
Yeah, I guess they're not gonna. I doubt they're gonna get into they're gonna charge too much rent at these places. I don't think the game is gonna touch that type of thing.
they want to destroy the jungles and create this, and it's upsetting the order of Pokemon. I'm assuming that's going to be
Yeah,
the thing.
yeah, that's what it's gonna be.
Um,
It's like it's. I mean, it's always like Captain Planet type of shit.
Absolutely. Wind and Waves, Game Freak wants to tackle jungle environment, which hasn't really been seen before in Pokemon games, except for that one town in Gen 3, where you face the flying gym leader
And the
with the
card set.
Altaria and the card set. Oh yeah, true. Super true. Survival in the jungle will be one of the main themes. And I'm like, are they gonna
All
actually
right,
make me make curry this time?
that would be
Uh
great. I have a feeling it's just gonna be everything's kind of jungle.
um The original Pokemon Legends that ended up being ZA was originally supposed to be Pokemon Legends Ho-Oh and Lugia. 2024 marked the 25th anniversary of Gold and Silver, a historical episode set in the past Gold and Silver era. Aims to be the ultimate forms of the Legend series, set in a time before Pokemon trainers existed. They love not having trainers and not existed, and Pokemon, no Pokeballs, and all types of other stuff.
So
The
stupid.
protagonist, the protagonist who has fallen through time. All right. Commands Pokemon and revives three Pokemon. Note the Burn Tower, said to have been destroyed by fire 150 years ago, in the past was a nine-story tower. Okay, so maybe it deals with those legendary dogs. The game
That would be
clearly
sick.
didn't.
That's some of the best
Yeah,
mythology they've ever had.
yeah, but I know that they would have not included it.
Yeah, true.
It they would have ruined it. Pokemon Legends 2 was originally expected to release in 2024, while Gen 10 was supposed to be 2025. Gen 10 will be a Switch exclusive. Switch 2 exclusive, sorry. Which, fair, I get it,
I was gonna
whatever.
say it'll melt the Switch One.
Yeah. uh, Originally, Pokemon Legends 2 was set to be in Johto. They changed it to Kalos, which I wasn't mad at until they decide that the city was going to be one city and Pokemon and people were going to live with one another and all types of other shit.
It's so cool they
Um,
can finally live in harmony.
the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC was supposed to be set in Kalos and Alola, and then we ended up getting the two cities that we did, which really didn't matter. I mean, it wasn't like it was a Unova that you could explore. It's supposed to, we
Yeah,
ended up getting Kitakami and Unova, but it was like Unova was like, here's a special academy in Unova, and you can't leave.
Meelz,
Um,
here's the thing. Nothing has ever been better than going back to Kanto after beating Johto in Gold and
yeah,
Silver.
it's never. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's where there is a schedule that leaked where
Hmm.
there is a Pokemon multi-region remake that is scheduled for 2028 and beyond.
That is
To which,
also an MMO question mark.
yeah, to which I texted it to Justin, and he said, if this happens, I'll eat my fucking cause shoes, uh, because it just is what it is. It's supposed to be Pokemon Project Seed is not only the dream multi-region Pokemon game that people have asked for, it also appears to be an MMO. Seed prototyping for next generation, set in a region that connects Ho-Oh and Sinnoh. So it's supposed to be some region between Hoenn and Sinnoh, and presumably Hoenn and Sinnoh will be in the game. Presumably,
I mean, one, Justin's right. I'll believe it when I see it.
yes.
And two, I mean, congratulations on getting your first MMO out in 2028. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? World of Warcraft was a household name 20 years ago by the time this game came out. That's crazy. Like,
uh,
it's so as much. Imagine if all the bullshit money grabs that they poured into, like, you know,
Pokemon
by
Sleep,
making,
Pokemon Cafe,
yeah, all
Pokemon.
this stuff, all those, and by making the games dumber. Imagine if they just made an MMO and put all their greed into that. Why didn't they just fucking do that? God.
Here we are.
I mean,
Scrapped G Max Nidoking.
I hope it's great. I hope it's awesome. But first MMO in 2028 is crazy, and I don't. I I do not trust Nintendo to run anything online.
It's yeah.
You're telling me an MMO is gonna a true MMO is gonna run on a Nintendo system? That seems crazy to me.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I can't imagine. In Pokemon Wind and Wave, the gyms and Titan Lord Pokemon are mixed together. There are a total 18 challenges, one for each type. They will be inspired by sustainable development goals. Oh, come on. Like I get it, but also come on,
Sounds
man.
woke. Sounds woke to me.
It's too woke. Tariff on that. Um Clearing all the 18 challenges allows you to challenge the champion. Okay, all right, fair. Um 18 sustainable. All right, come on. Sustainable development goals. That's all we got thus far. The
This
leaks
thing's gonna
are
have you building fucking windmills.
yeah, the leaks are cool. I'm fine with the leaks. The leaks are by far. I mean, it's the 1 year anniversary of the first Terror Leak. I don't know if you know this. Like they came
I
out
did
like
not.
this time last year, and so it's interesting. This Terror Leak guy is really a showman.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the Terror Leaks proved to be way more infinitely interesting than anything about the actual game that's coming
Mm-hmm.
out in the next 4 days. So it would be great if Pokemon had this like development, like you know what they use Pokemon Day for in the Pokemon Presents thing, and instead of just showing us like the new mobile game or Pokemon Cafe is getting an update, you can now use Mega Clefable in the game. Um, they said we're looking towards the future of an MMO. Stay tuned. Code name Seed. Wind and Waves. Are you wind or are you wave? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. But here we are. I mean, Mount Silver, episode 35, Pokemon Legends ZA come out. If anything interesting pops up, go check Austin John Plays because it won't be here. Uh, but things should be interesting. We look forward to the official Gen 10 announcement. That might be the next time you hear from us, to be honest with you. Considering how this game is going, unless there's another Terra Leak that makes this even Terra Leak 2 seem minuscule in nature.
Yeah. Yeah. There's always next year.
There's always next year with the Terra Leak. So thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, this will be out today. So a little bit of
Beautiful.
emergency pod, a little bit of everything else, and
This is the only live reaction to this information from guys who are going to complain about it and not play the game.
There you go.
It's the only place you can get that.
There we go. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.
Bye.